Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Scarlet Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawkeyes offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass, using the quick game. Finally pulled down, but not before, moving the chains for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Off the play fake. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They're going to throw it again. Complete to the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hart. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
And typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. On the move. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. That's caught. It's hard. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt.
That makes the score Iowa 6, Rutgers 0.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to move them on the counter. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Moving out of the pocket. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David. Just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field when you get in field goal range, you got to be a little bit more physical. So listen, still a good start. Still got the lead and an opportunity to build on it here.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. On the run, it's Westbrook. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll leave it with the lone back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to get him on the ground. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Northwestern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They go to the draw. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
For the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He makes a grab, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Number 18.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in, everybody starts to get in a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He makes a catch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. With the catch, it's Hart. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, and the attempt is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch called for and made. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give out of the gun. Runs through a tackle. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Completes it in the middle. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This offense has a second down play. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go to the counter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up 14 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Now on first down from the 28. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pass is complete near the sidelines, but they'll lose yardage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throwing right. Hauls it in. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Going to the run, it's Jones. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Running back searching for a hole. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And it's no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for him, and this one hurts because if he makes that, obviously, his team takes the lead.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Well, I like this, man. Clock running down, you can take a knee, you can be very conservative, but you can tell they're trying to spin this ball, go for the win. I like it. Just don't make the mistake.
Going to take a shot at this DB. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They believe they can run right here. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Looking to move it through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The play action fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. And now they take the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. The give from the gun. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. 3rd down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt. They'll run play action. Wiggles free. Going for it all. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. Where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decided in overtime, crushing loss.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.